part of the Spring Jubilee celebration, we are going to be celebrating staff members' sit spots in nature. So what a sit spot is a place outside of either your home or walking distance of your home that is somewhere that you like to visit frequently, typically 3 to 5 days a week or every day of the week if that's possible and you have the time, that you like to go and walk to and visit and sit for a while and really look at the surroundings and what's there. Is there plants that you like to see grow and change over the seasons? Is there a body of water there? Maybe a pond or a lake that you like to look at. Maybe there's animals and birds or squirrels or something in that area that you really like to see. What are the smells you smell? You kind of observe how this changes over time, the space. So what we're going to do is share our staff members' sit spots, and then we hope that you share your sit spot. So we ask that you send in pictures to Nature Explorium at MCP for Middle Country library.org. So again, that's Nature Explorium at mcplibrary.org. So if you send in a picture, it could have you in it or not, of your sit spot. We're going to compile them all and share sit spots from our community, and where everybody likes to sit in their yard or somewhere walking distance to their house that they enjoy. But for coming up now, I'm going to share my sit spot, and then our librarians from our departments, a few of them, will be sharing their sit spots. So it's a nice way to kind of stay connected and see what everybody's doing in nature, even though we were having to stay home. We have these areas that we really enjoy and that bring joy, sitting outside in nature. Okay, so here's my sit spot. So this is my sit spot. It is actually on my front porch. I have a rocking chair on the front porch I like to sit in. As I hope you hear, the birds are chirping. It's early morning, it's slightly foggy out. I love to sit out here. There's always birds chirping. We have lots of bird nests up in our high trees. I have a rocking chair and a few other chairs on my patio. We have flowers blooming that we planted for Mother's Day, and we have flower pots that my children last year put handprints on, which I just love. When I was little and growing up, every Sunday we used to visit my grandmother who lived in Nassau County, and she had a small yard, and her yard had a little alleyway on the side that was all gardens. And I remember growing up, it felt like a secret garden. I always wanted something like that. So I don't have exactly that. Mine's more open than hers, but it reminds me a little bit, one section of it over here, how you could kind of walk through. And so I've always kind of wanted something like that. So I love it. It's lush. This time of the year, the colors are so beautiful. We have, a couple of years ago, I got this bush for Mother's Day. And it's my lilac bush, and it smells so great. Sometimes you'll see the bumblebees on it. So when it's blooming, these turn into little, almost like little sunflowers. I still have my maple trees. This isn't blooming yet. It's later summer, but it gets big purple flowers on it. My hydrangea bush isn't bloomed yet. I like how things bloom at different times, so I always have something to look at. I love hydrangeas. That's my favorite, that and azaleas. But so this is my special sit spot, is on my porch, because I get to see all of this, and I get to hear the noises and the birds and sometimes squirrels. Every once in a while in the early morning you'll also see deers out here. We don't have any plants that they eat. So that's my sit spot. That's my chair. All right, I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to see your videos.
Hi, this is my favorite sitting spot outside. It's my backyard. I have trees behind me that are seedlings from my father's yard and my mother's yard, so they're very meaningful to me. I have so many plantings back here. There are orchids I have that are 3 generations old from my great-great-grandmother, and they're blooming unbelievably. I have a dogwood from my parents' house in the back there. I don't know if the flowers are showing in this video, but it's a white one, not a pink one. It's very beautiful. I just feel very peaceful out here. I come and I sit and listen to the birds. I feel very centered when I'm outside. I love looking at the leaves, the sunlight on the leaves, and how the breeze goes through them and they riffle, flutter. I'm not sure what the right word is, but this is the spot. A little bit of the yard. There's a red maple. That's also a seedling from my dad. You can hear some neighborhood noises, which are sometimes a little distracting, but mainly listening to the birds. I just commune with nature back here. A little bit of fresh air does so much good. I hope you enjoy nature. I don't know if you could hear the bird there, but it's beautiful. It reminds you of our green earth and how we should take care of it. So take care, and I hope you find a good sitting spot and enjoy your nature.
Hi everyone, I wanted to show you my favorite sit spot. It's on the balcony of my apartment. I love that we get a lot of natural light and we get to see the sunset. Another favorite thing is we also have a lot of beautiful plants and flowers here. So it's really nice to just sit here and relax. And then we also have a barn swallow's nest that is up right there where the fire sprinkler is. And it's really cool. Every year we get birds that migrate up here and we can watch them from our window.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Deb from the Middle Country Public Library sharing my favorite sit spot with you today. I'm sitting in my backyard on my deck. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to see a blue jay sitting in its favorite flower pot. Sometimes I see the squirrels running up the tree. Let's listen closely at the sounds we can hear today and enjoy.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex from the Middle Country Library, and I'm here to show you my favorite sit spot, which happens to be in my backyard. You see a lot of nice trees, a lot of greenery, which lends itself to nature and birds, and we get a lot of deer running through here. There's a lot of woods in the back there where the deer come from, and we have a lot of bunnies that like to run around and jump. I believe there's a family maybe living under the deck. They come up on the deck every now and then and say hi. We've got a nice cherry tree here that likes to give us some shade and bloom. When it's blooming, it's beautiful. This is just a good place to meditate and be with your thoughts and just kind of relax. I really do enjoy it, and I'm glad to have it.
Hi everyone, Mrs. Tansy here in my favorite sit spot. I'm here with my daughter Olivia and our dog Bear, and our sit spot is right in front of our house. We have a little garden area here with some nice plants and trees, and we like to sit here and read books, right? And just hang out when the weather is nice. And it's in our front yard, and we just like to spend time out here together as a family. And we hear a lot of birds up in the tree above, and in the front lawn we've seen a lot of cardinals, and we actually saw an oriole and blue jays and some robins. So it's a really nice spot to observe nature and just spend time with each other. Thanks. See you soon.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Natasha from the library. I miss you. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to share my nature spot with you, and it is a swing in my backyard. It is covered, so I'm in the shade, but I can still see the sun. I can sit here and I can look at the flowers. On my left, I can watch my children play. I can read a book. I also sit here, I come in the mornings and I watch the sunrise and sometimes the sunset, and I just relax. It's very quiet for the most part, unless the kids are playing, and I hear the animals, the birds are chirping, and looking at the beautiful flowers. So this swing is my special spot that I spend a lot of time in.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Maria, and my favorite sit spot is my backyard. I have a lot of family memories back here, so I love coming out here and relaxing. And my favorite activity I love to do is play with my dog Jackson. His favorite activities are chasing after birds and squirrels and playing fetch. So I hope to see you all soon in our nature exploring. Bye.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Randall from the library, and I just wanted to share with you my special sit spot. So I am at East Islip Marina, and I am currently on a dock. And I love to come here because it's relaxing. I can see the ocean, I can hear the waves, I can see the water up against the rocks. I can see boats coming through the water, drifting back and forth. It's so beautiful coming down here when the weather's just right, like today. And it's one of my happy places to come to.
Hey everyone, this is Eric from the library. I'm not going to show myself, but I'm just going to show my sit spot in the yard. So I'm underneath a tree. I'm sitting here and I can see the trees up here. And then fruit trees like the mulberry there. There's the garden. And over here is the butterfly garden that I've planted a lot of native pollinator plants for butterflies and bees. And then over here is the pawpaw trees, and then I'm sitting underneath this flowering plum tree. So I sit here and I could see rabbits and birds and butterflies and all kinds of insects. And I just sit here and breathe and observe everything around me. And yeah, that's my sit spot. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Goddard, and I am sitting at my favorite sit spot area in nature that is close to my home. It's a short walk, and it is a pond that backs up to some natural green space that is all very marshy. I come here often. It's really peaceful way to end your walk. As you can see, there's birds flying around. You can hear chirping. Right now in the spring, it's all very green, but in the summer, the pond will begin to fill with water lilies. In the fall, it's just beautiful when all the foliage begins to change colors. And in the winter, sometimes the pond freezes over. It hasn't recently because it hasn't been cold enough, but it freezes over and kids will skate on it. So it's just a really relaxing spot that I like to walk to, sit, feel the fresh air on me, listen to the birds, and just watch. Every once in a while you'll see a fish popping to the surface, and occasionally you will see some turtles here as well. So this is just an area that I enjoy coming to. Thank you.